Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your slightly delayed Week 4 ESEA invite match versus SVIFT NA taking on Ascent. They're both fresh off LAN, so now they're playing online. So you can break out the gimmicks. The ping is The ping is in effect now. Marxist. Oh yeah, Marxist is with me today. What's up, Marxist?
Not a lot. Been wondering if this game had happened for a while, and it finally has. So Swift and Ascent played each other at LAN. Ascent ended up coming out on top of that one. Really close games, though. And if you missed them, well, shame on you because they were really good. and this will be on Granary. The rest of the matches you're going to see this week, however many we managed to cast, will not be on Granary. This one was just delayed because both teams had to fly to California.
Yeah, and both teams had a pretty strong showing this LAN. Swift making it. I think they took home 4th place, but they gave Ascent a run for their money. In the play, or I think it was lower round playoffs. If I'm not mistaken, I think Swift had 2 golden caps. One the Sunshine one, and there was another golden cap, and Ascent won that one, and then they kind of got rolled the 3rd map. But anyway, so both these teams had a pretty strong showing. They were very, very competitive at LAN. Honestly, probably had one of the 2nd best sets at LAN in my personal opinion. So hopefully they're gonna have a pretty strong fight here online. Again, the roster, it was a little different for Swift at LAN. The Swift roster had no Laz. So they actually had to sub in Skis for the LAN and put him on medic, and they swapped Zilly to Roamer. But they're back with their normal lineup consisting of bot mode, high 5 scout, Laz, Roamer, aim, pocket, demo, and medic.
Yeah, so and there was Boar there too for the other side. So we'll see. It looks like they're going to try to shift servers here because some players are having some problems. So this will probably just be a little quick warm up because if they do go ahead and switch this server, then we'll take a break and kick it to music while they get that reset. But a couple of our players here seem to be having a little higher than normal latency to this particular server, and that just, routing happens sometimes. It's been pretty rainy in the Midwest, so maybe somebody's connection's gotten flooded out.
Yeah, maybe. I think Marmal's having some bad routing right now. Everyone else seems playable. I guess maybe not Laz. Laz has a pretty high ping right now. Those are the only 2 players that look like are going to have an effect with that ping. I mean, Corsa's at 29 right now, so that's a little high for Corsa. No, I'm kidding. But I think Marmalou, yeah, he's 100% having connection issues right now. So we might see a server swap, and hopefully the STV doesn't explode. But I'm just looking to see a good match here tonight, Marxist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all blaming the server, so that'll be the trick here, and it'll be on Granary, one of my favorite maps. But this particular iteration of it is probably going to go the way of the dodo, from the way I have heard. The talking from the guy who develops the map is a lot of the changes that we see here are going to be reverted. So the Granary you'll probably see next season will be a lot more like the original Granary, which I happen to prefer.
Yeah, I forgot that this match was so far in the past. It's not actually a process week. This is still a Granary match. I was hoping for a nice process game, but since this match is 2 weeks old, I think what are we on week 6 or week 5? I think we're in week. I forgot. I think this map has been waiting to be played for a week now, week and a half maybe at most. Definitely before LAN.
And this week you might get kind of a hodgepodge for our NA matches because almost everybody who went to LAN delayed their matches, or at least a few of their matches. So you might see 3 different maps this week.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, more from the higher level invite teams, I think they all played their matches. I know Velocity got their matches out of the way, and I think so did Froyo. Because I actually think this might be the only high-ish level invite game that has left, or that has yet to be casted yet, or played before LAN, which is good.
Well, the dot report is coming up, and they're debating where they want the new server to be. So they've got a. The way this process works is when you want to switch your server because somebody's got bad routing or the server is just not right, then you try the old admin to rig you up a new setup. And
Yeah.
since invite plays later, typically there's an open server.
Yeah. I believe they're trying to settle on what server they want to play on. I believe Ascent's wanting to go to Dallas, but Swift is denying the Dallas. Apparently, there's only Chicago servers available, so what was looking to be a nice quick start to a nice invite match is looking to be a little delayed, sadly.
Yep, that could be the case. But I always remember playing with Christopher, and if his ping was over 80, I had to hear him complain and mumble. So it happens from time to time. Projectile classes in general are punished more for higher ping, and since our Laz and Marmaloo both are having a lot of trouble, they're the ones pushing it because 100 ping or more rockets are difficult, especially when you've got to take on scouts like Corsa and Slemnish.
Yeah, of course. I mean, honestly, the ping isn't like super horrendous on most of these players, besides only really Marmaloo. Like every other player has like playable ping, so if Marmaloo can like figure out if it's the server, if he should restart his router, we can make everything easier. But I think they're wanting to switch to another Chicago server just because they might think it's just this server that's bad. And it won't actually just be, just everyone else having bad ping from God knows from what source.
Yeah. So we'll see. Okay, we forfeit. So we'll see. This is a developing situation. I mean, you kids ninja schedule.
Yeah, this is just constant. There's more bickering in the chat between these. More bickering in the chat between these two teams than I've seen in all of most of invites so far. That's keep me entertained. I don't know if you guys can see it on the stream, but they're having a lot.
Scheduled it, and I messaged everyone on your team except Laz.
See, that's just I honestly think it's Laz's fault for this taking too long. Just because Laz should have been informed about this match. Maybe it's his fault. I just like blaming Laz for everything.
Yeah, it's an effective dose. Now that everyone on SVIFT is purporting not to have been messaged, and they want proof of having been messaged. So yeah, it's cats and dogs over here.
Yeah, they're just going back and forth right now. Corsa's just a liar, it looks like. Aim's getting mad, and you know why Aim getting mad. He's not like the one you want to see get mad here. But I think we're just waiting on Patty to join, but I still wait. Marmaloo's ping kind of settled down a little bit, but I still think they're offering to reschedule, or not reschedule, swap to a different server.
Well, yeah, and plus with the time the way it is, this server is gonna turn sour here in a little bit and kick everybody out for having waited too long.
Yeah, I think that happens at 45 minutes past or 30 minutes past either 30 or 45 minutes past the scheduled day. I think it's 45 because we've definitely had 30-minute delays.
It seems that there was a comedy of errors that led to this match being played at this exact moment.
Uh-oh. Whatever could it be, Marxist? Did someone make a uh-oh? Alright.
So yeah, it looks like there were O's ahead by all. In that, what it looks like is one player on one team suggested the time, and it was accepted by one person without consultation of anyone else on their team. And now they're stuck here in an unusual time.
Yeah, apparently, like, what was supposed to happen was, like, certain teams. I don't like. Apparently, it's a weird situation. Like, this was supposed to be like forfeited by Ascent. Apparently, like they were just gonna give Swift this match, but now, like, all of a sudden, uh, so Ascent wants to play it now, like, sort of, kind of last minute, and now everyone's having connection issues, and everyone's all cranky.
And apparently SVIFT has 2 schedulers, which is unusual. So I could see how things could go wrong. Also, AIM is complaining about being, quote, stuck on shotgun. So the item server might be having trouble as well, which does happen. But I5 says we are changing server anyways.
All right, so we're probably gonna throw you guys some music until the game starts or we get the new server, just because we don't want to bother you guys with some boring talk, unless you guys want the boring, filler talk between me and Marxist. We'll provide it, but we're probably gonna throw you guys some music until we have proper connect with 12 and server. Once we have all those resources, we will come back on the mic and get this cast going for you. All right, we'll be back shortly.
Well, players are typing in .ready, so they may just go on this. Apparently, one of the other problems was Patty couldn't get in the server, which apparently Patty is responsible for scheduling this match at this time. So SVIFT was calling poetic justice, but I don't think they have too much longer. But we'll see. We don't know if we got trolled by the .readies or not.
I mean, yeah, it's better safe than sorry, making sure that we can get this game going for you guys, and versus being late to like a middle of a mid fight. That's not preferred. So we're gonna take the debate and hope the game actually starts here. So we have 12 and serve. Patty was able to connect. Marmlu's at a crisp 133 ping. So we might see Marmlu have to just suffer through the ping. Everyone, Badonsky was readying. They're stuck. Apparently, there's people stuck on crits. So we're gonna see. This might just be like a meme of a match. So hopefully, things will sort itself out towards the end.
The item server has done these things before, so we'll see what they do. AIM claims to be stuck on Rocket Jumper.
I don't believe him. I'm checking.
Yeah, he is not. He's got his original out. Yeah, so the memes are very strong right now. We only have about 2 to 3 minutes left, and then there will be a new server or a coin flip forfeit win. So another fun ESEA fact, Sandblast. Have you ever had a coin flipped forfeit?
No, Marxist, I have not.
Oh,
Let me know about that.
You're missing out. So what happens is if both teams are deemed by ESEA's automatic system to be at fault for the server reset, so like both teams are just in here for a half hour, 45 minutes and never ever ready up and there's no report, then all that happens is the system automatically flips a coin and determines a winner.
You know what? That's how the league should be ran. Honestly, I feel like if there's, a misunderstanding or like a missing communication between, server connections, stuff like that, it should just be a coin flip. Maybe Froyo will finally lose a match this season, just by a coin flip loss. Maybe I'll just unplug my Ethernet cable, join, I'll just keep pulling it, and then Froyo will eventually lose,
Yep, maybe by coin flip. They have 50% chance. I have used that tactic before because we only had 5 players in the lead up, so we were ready to just time it out. They are all disconnecting, so there will be a new server. Heads up there. But I'll finish the story. So we were gonna try and lame out for time, but the other team apparently was mistaken about when the match would occur, and so they showed up like milliseconds before the server timed out, and the coin flip awarded me the win.
Nice, that's solid. Sorry to interrupt you, Marcus. Pretty important news though. Apparently, it's I'm getting the insider detail. It's actually Slumnish's birthday today, and it seems like apparently he's turning 16 today. So let's get some Feels birthday man in the chats. You know, happy birthday to Slumnish, turning 16 today. Hopefully, he's about to take this W versus Swift. But yeah, you know, happy birthday, Slumnish.
I still remember my 16th birthday. It was a good time.
When was your 16th birthday, Marxist?
A long time ago, almost 16 years ago.
Wow, Marxist, that's crazy. So you've been casting TF2 since the beginning.
Well, no, but I bought the game like a year after release, I think, somewhere in that zone. I started in 2008 and pretty much haven't put it down since. It just hooked me. I did enjoy TFC quite a bit too, but that was back in the 56K days, so what can you do? All right, we're in this other server now, and there are players, and let's see, is the chop that bad?
No, it's good. Everyone's at sub 60 ping.
Yep, so it must have just been that other server, and now there are some more memes about having too high ping, but I think we're going to see the game now. We'll see if the item server is fixed. It looks like everybody has got their not vanilla stuff on.
Yeah, I do believe we have 12 in servers, so I think we're about to ready up. Hopefully start this match. Just a clean 31 minutes past expected start time, you know, just a normal NATF2 invite match. You know, it happens to like almost every single team for some reason, but you know, we're gonna bring this match live to you guys.
Yeah, it'll be good. I still, one of my favorite ever ESEA matches was the Don't Trip Blaze E-Check game where Bloodsire and Sea Bear cast for like 3 hours to hype the match, and they kept delaying it for Blaze's E-Check to clear. And then it never cleared and no match ever happened.
I actually remember that. That actually happened to my team. In season 24, Mario Party 4, we had Moy on our team. And you know what? Forget that story, Marcus, because we're actually going live at a late ESEA invite season 27, week 4, Ascent versus Swift NA. Watching Badonsky this first mid, top NA demo, has some of the best gameplay in the world. We're gonna see what he's gonna provide for us this first mid.
Yeah, Badonsky had a great land performance, so it'll be very interesting to see coming on out here against SVIFT.
Yep, so Badonsky going up top here. Gonna start taking early. We're gonna actually beat Yite by a huge mile. Yite having no positioning at all right now. But Badonsky taking a lot of early damage from Yite as well. Badonsky actually starting off so strong, gonna collapse pretty hard. Only got 20 HP. Gonna have to fall back a little bit. Yite had a good recovery there. Looks like the soldier Marmaloo from Ascent is going to jump high into the crates of Swift, and there's going to be some trade kills coming out from Corsa and Slumnish. Marmaloo going to take some good damage on the Yite. Other than that, that looks like a win from Ascent. Badonsky, I don't know how Swift allowed that to happen. Oh my god, Corsa and Patty just rolling through Swift right now. Slumnish and Corsa and Patty all just claiming their kills. I don't know how Swift ended up losing that, Mark. Just Badonsky had a pretty great start to the mid, but then took so much damage they didn't really collapse on it as fast as they should have.
Yeah, well, the killer there was they stood around and didn't do anything for a while, and then Marmaloo flanked them in choke, and that's what enabled the scouts to just walk through there and murder the entirety of Swift. Was they had dealt with Marmaloo all up in their grill, and that's. With this game, the key thing is just you gotta move forward or move back. You can't just stand around and not do anything and be indecisive, or you're definitely gonna die.
That's true. I mean, also, speaking of Marmaloo, you're actually looking at the newest Ascent Pocket. Marmaloo, I believe, I think Marmaloo's playing Pocket this match. I believe he, yeah, Marmaloo is taking taking the pocket roll on Ascent now for this match. Going to be taking this Uber with Podolsky and Corsa. They're not going to take a lot of position with it, just now getting on top right now. Going to find the kill onto aim. Although Patty does fall, Laz is going to also find Slumdish. Ascent going to trade out those 2 kills. Marmaloo very weak right now, not in a good position. They're going to get so much caps. I know Yike has 2 stickies on it, and they just pretty much cap.
Yeah, they did a good job. They kind of spread out after the Uber, got their frags here and there in little buddy teams, and then the point was just left open for Scout Soldier Medic, and Yike was out of ammo and didn't have stickies on the point anymore.
But again, another like super fast mid from Podolsky, man. He's actually smoking Yike on these mids right now. Podolsky again taking a good amount of damage, but not going to be enough to like ruin the mid for Ascent right now. Patty going to do a lot of damage to aim. Marmaloo getting ready to read bomb right now in the skybox right now. Going to try and hit the rocket on the high 5 misses. Podolsky's going to fall to aim. Patty going to get the trade kill on the Laz right now. A lot of Ascent players are getting overran right now, but Patty's going to hit a nice rocket on the aim and take him down. And Ascent all on their choke still. Swift is running backwards for some reason. They had so much position, but just gave it away for free. Zilly very low on HP though. They need to keep him alive right now. Pack is up, so he's probably gonna end up living here. Bot mode needs to find a kill here. High is gonna fall. This is probably gonna be the end of the fight, but bot mode just smokes Patty and Corsa. Just absolutely destroyed him and gonna force the Uber on Nursty. That was actually insane from bot mode to salvage that.
Yeah, that was one of those times where individual DM skill just wins the day. Both teams kind of seem really intent on hiding behind the crates whenever they don't see a clear opening, and that was Swift almost lost it there because their natural instinct seems to be to just hide a little bit, and it almost got him. But we'll see. Flanking Soldier here. Double Soldier Bomb now all over the med. They're going to get that bomb, but both soldiers die in the attempt. And they're going to lose Slemnish too, so that's a disaster. 3 players left on last. It's just Podolsky and Corsa for the next 7 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised if Swift just get in here.
That was a great play by Yike. Really did not have off Slemnish. She's going to play the point, get so much halftime as well, but they need to kill the heavy right now. Marmaloo, big bomb onto the spy flashes, and they're going to mess up this last push, Marxist. They respected the heavy. They didn't just run at him. There was no heals on him at all. He just was 50 health, and that was just... I don't know what happened with that last push, but they ended up finding Nursey, so they're going to have a pretty sizable ad. So as long as they don't mess up the second last push again, they should be fine.
Yeah, it was strange. The point didn't have stickies on it, and it was pretty much open. It was just there was a heavy, like, in the vicinity, and I guess that was just too much for them. But we'll see what they decide to do here. Yike pressuring off Shutter Door, shifting over to the left. It's the whole rest of the team. Pretty usual strategy here on Granary. You try to shift your heals around. Try to find the player that doesn't. No, they're just going to Uber straight in. Okay, so now we'll see. Can the Chariot Uber wipe out most of Ascent?
Not really. They're only going to catch out Corsa. Podolsky was able to jump out right at the last second, but they might be able to find a second soldier as well. They need to finish this cap right now. Both scouts went in on the Chariot Uber, but high 5 doing the most right now. Gonna get arrowed and live. He hit. Oh, that was a huge bolt from Zilly. The point is just about to get capped. Aim falls. That's a crucial pick from Patty. But again, they took 2 on the cap, and first he's gonna get an Uber Salt, and they actually pop up with this. Actually may have just costed Zilly his life. Oh man, Swift, man, they didn't leave a scout to cap. They should have pushed back one of their guys, and it doesn't really matter if they got the frags. There was no point presence on second. They just lost the point because of it.
Yeah, the fight on last went on for too long. The scouts, once your scouts only got 1 frag there, you've got to yoink 1 back and just have that kind of in your toolbox. But they fully committed there, and the cap took forever. And respawns ended up occurring. They are trying to fight this out of choke. There aren't any Ubers involved, so it's a good time to go for Swift. They're just going to try to man up here, as it were. And Nursey's going to end up going down to Yike pipes, so that's about as good as it can go. We'll see. Yep. So Zilly survives. Everything is fine. They push and lose Yike in bot mode, kill everybody else.
I was kind of confused what Patty was doing there. He had some really good position. He's spamming out Swift, keeping them from pushing back in there, but what didn't really make a lot of sense is he kind of just jumped around behind his team and distracted aim, but his whole team was dying in front of him because Swift had player ad. But now they're about to take this Uber into them. They have a sentry and a sniper. As long as No one gets picked off to the sniper, and Yate can handle that sentry gun relatively early with the Uber. This is going to be a pretty good last take. So right now, the Uber's coming in. Just as I said it, you don't get picked off by that sniper, and unfortunately, Slumber's kills him was crucial class, which is the demo. And that's the end of the last push. They're already out. Patty did a great job stuffing the rest of that Uber, and that's another beef last push, Marxist.
Yeah, SVIFT really struggling here on this last. And it was actually my tactic back in the day to, you don't want to pop that Uber too early, just let the soldier waddle out there, because most snipers will not be able to hold the trigger back on the soldier, and then at least then you've got your players fairly deep in by that point, and then you can come out and pop your Uber.
They should at least scout it a little bit, but anyway, Marmalou, just poor boy. Just getting shredded and trying to jump in crazy space. They're gonna probably, the health is so bad for Ascent right now. Laz is gonna fall, forcing off the ear, but Patty with a huge flank play, getting two great players. Marmalou gonna find aim, but it doesn't really matter. Zilly ended up surviving again. So he has around 90% Uber. Bot mode is gonna spawner with him. Now, are they gonna hide him forward, or they're gonna back spawn? Like, oh no, they're already back to last two. So they might contest site. They're probably gonna just take yard again with their ad.
Yeah, they were just hanging out in the eulogy spot, but they're coming around now. They're gonna try to get out of Z. There's a soldier in the way. High Five can't really win that fight, but the soldier just leaves instead, rather than face an Ubered scout, I guess. So now there's a fight out here in yard. We'll see. It looks like SVIFT's winning it. They are gonna pop their Uber and lose Yite in exchange for Patty. There will be another falling in Slemnish. So that was pretty big there. They will not be able to push out in time to get the Uber. Let's see if they can force it.
Yite dying to spam there is pretty important. Yili's gonna fall, but if Yite just managed to not die to that spam there, this could have been a lot better. But I mean, Swift is managing to pull it back because bot mode just takes another 2v1 and wins the fight. Aim, it's all up to Aim right now. All eyes on Aim right now, trying to survive. He's gonna, we might push out here and try to live, but Patty catches him out. So I'm just gonna try and find 1v1 on the Laz. Laz might also fall here. Laz dying there is pretty much the nail in the coffin for the second point. I don't know why Laz tried to recommit. I don't know what his incentive was, but Laz kind of Yite just salvaged it with that course pick. But if Yite couldn't get that pick on the Corsa, that could have been maybe a lost second point if Ascent decided to chase there.
Yeah. Yite saves the day there. That losing your second soldier there in a pretty much screwed situation was not good. But now we're at even Ubers, so we'll see if Ascent have it in them to try to go off Uber. It doesn't look like it, as by the time they would get going, there would already be Ubers in play. So we'll see what the strategy is here for how they're going to try to do this one, because we really haven't seen. A lot of people, know this map for its mid-second stalemate. We really haven't seen that at all tonight. So let's see how they manage it.
So it looks like Patty's buffing in for a sack right now. He's going to be looking for a way to enter. Not really a quick. He is getting spammed out pretty hard through the garage. Looks like he's going to be rebuffing going choke right now. There is not a lot of pressure choke right now. A lot of the players are pretty passive. Also with Slemnish deep behind starting the back half.
Yeah,
but he is probably going to fall.
They did that bomb in there with Patty, and whoa, Slemnish does get a frag. That's nice. But you lose Patty too, so it doesn't really matter. They do get Aim, who sort of overextends there really into the team. No need to really go for that until everybody was ready to go. And now they're going to pop Uber.
Oh, wow.
You guys, High Five trades out. But the Uber is just being held right now by Zilly, and I don't think they're going to be able to force it either. So that was a disaster for Ascent.
That was a sick rocket by Laz there. He was getting chased out by Corsa, and he hit a fat direct. And Nursey was actually so scared that Laz was gonna double air shot him that she just popped Uber to save Laz's life, or Corsa's life rather, and they ended up just having a terrible Uber. So right now Swift looking to repush through choke here, but there's stickies everywhere. Badonski has all 8 of his stickies above garage, or choke rather. And Aim is trying to clear right now, but Swift is doing a fast rotate through the garage here, and Marmalou is the only player looking to spam her right now. And Swift is going to barrel their way through with the scouts just not taking high ground. And that is a very clean mid-take with no Uber. That was awesome from the Swift scouts, taking that instant positioning away from Marmalou. He saw 2 scouts and was instantly forced to jump away, or he dies there.
Yep. Then really good way to ford that garage door, because usually that one's pretty tough. But Ascent didn't want to drop a player there, and now we have the reverse of where we just were not too long ago with even Uber's mid to second. So we saw Ascent try to put Slemnish in behind, let Slemnish DM some, and Patty bomb. We'll see what Swift decides to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's all eyes on Swift right now. Laz is a pretty good jumper here, so let's get ready for some nice C-taps. Getting in through choke right now. Gonna do a nice big bomb, but kind of got smoked by Marmaloo. Not gonna lie. I think he actually just got like air shot, and that's gonna be Laz's attempt to try and break the granary stalemate.
Yeah, and there actually looks to be a little bit of a feint here in choke, but it's actually developing. Slemnish commits. Ends up dying as a counter sack. I like that play from Ascent there. Well, you're kind of just pushing, seeing what you can do, and see if you can develop it into a push. Ooh. So yeah, here they go. They're going all the way now.
Yeah, as Patty tried getting behind and he's gonna fall to Laz, he tries to jump back into him, and this Uber is so much better for Swift right now. They're gonna find Marmaloo. This could be a second point take as well, with 2 pretty crucial classes for holding second. Both the soldiers are down right now on the side of Ascent right now. Swift is looking to take it right into their lunchbox, or Z. Looks like AIM is opting to take it up top right now. Laz is in main right now, ready to start the cap with high 5, and that's another clean second take from the boys on Swift.
Yep, it went over pretty well. No Uber advantage. We'll see if they try to force. I like push now that this point is so close to the doors, which it probably won't be for much longer. You could just dry Uber this before they get a chance to throw off classes at you, but they opt not to do that. So we'll see some sacks and other stuff going on here. Oh, hey, somebody opens the door and Laz gets domed. The oldest trick in the book, have Marmaloo open the door for Slemnish. So we'll see if Slemnish gets anybody else. Honestly, the positioning from Swift there was really bad for holding the second.
I don't know what they're like trying to hold. Like they have Yite in lunchbox, AIM's like below the awning. I don't know what like their hold was, but it wasn't really anything. Like they kind of just got walked at and lost second, which doesn't really happen on a map like this where the enemy team can just walk out last. But they are going to try and take this to left yard right now. High 5 trying to deny. They're just going to be giving this to them because bot mode's dead right now. Right now, High 5 wants to take the exchange. Uber's going to get popped off. Marmaloo's a little weak, but Laz is going to fall. That's going to basically force Swift out of the fight right now. Laz trying to go behind and make a play there. Questionable decision during the Uber. I mean, he kind of lost his 1v1 very quickly, and now Ascent is looking to push back in here, especially with especially with Slemnish on bot mode. High 5 on the trade kill, but Patty, oh, there we go. A nice kill from AIM there, finding Nursey, but also going to trade it out to Corsa. But Azili very low on HP, but he's in the hay. He's safe with Laz. Yeah, it's going to fall, but I think Ascent might still be able to squeeze his cap out. But again, this is going to be a pretty sizable lad for Azili.
Yeah, and there was soldier pressure still coming from Patty, but sniper and forward is going to make him run away. So Ascent battles back here, takes this mid cap away. Slemnish is sitting on spy, but I don't think that's for real, yeah. Slemnish almost had a great 2v1 win there, but it was not to be. Marmaloo, whoa, Marmaloo's going to get himself a medic. And so I didn't see what happened there, Sandblast. I don't know if you did.
It was nice. He got in very, very clean and just two-rocked him. Good on Marmaloo was able to make that find that play. So right now, that big pick from Marmaloo, that's pretty much going to give Ascent free reign to the second point, unless Zilly can make it back in time, which it looks like he might. Ascent kind of take, like Laz dying on the flank there. I don't know why he's getting ran at there. It seems like he's.
And it's a pause.
Oh,
or
okay.
my internet died.
Yeah, I thought I lagged out for it. I'm like, wait, what?
But yeah, well, I think that's one of those scenarios where like Laz knew that the thing, the roamer watches that shutter door for most teams, and I think he just presumed there'd be a scout there to help him, and then the help never came until he had just gotten shredded. When he pulled out his equalizer and tried to run away, and there still wasn't any scout. So
I don't know, like someone should have been there with Laz, but like the point where like Laz is getting 3v1 to the point where he dies. He could have just jumped out, but depending on if Ascent's able to get this cap off that, which it could be, I'm looking at their positioning a little bit, and it seems like Swift wants to fight this though. The only real players are that are ready to fight are Patty and Badonsky. Nursey is very I don't even know where Nursey is right now on the map. I actually think I don't even see Nursey. What?
Nursey's all the way back by drop down, basically.
Oh, there we go. We're back. Yeah, Nursey wasn't showing up on my radar thing. There she is. Oh, we're good right now. Yeah, she doesn't have a radar thing. That's weird. But right now, huge ad in favor of Ascent. So we're probably gonna end this. This might be a round for Ascent. They're gonna Uber this in immediately. Marmaluke coming in right now. High five. Probably getting low. Gonna try to run back into spawn and live here. Oh, Mercy actually gets the arrow on the high five. Bombmill's gonna find a kill on the Marmaluke as well. Ascent looks like they might be opting to leave here, but Slimdish says no, we're gonna win this round. Matt's gonna find the kill on the Slimdish and get the trade. And it looks like Ascent is all gonna be backing up right now. High five just now running forward to stop this cap, or to get this cap rather.
Yeah, both teams having a lot of trouble pushing last. Just not able to secure the frags. Every player they go at just jumps away from them. So the point is so close, you've got to put a lot of pressure on it in this format because that's what its positioning gives you. And it's the map is still really big, so individual frags hard to get, but the Uber is popped in now. There will be an Uber out of Ascent, but I don't think they're going to be in position to use it. They do get Yite, but both soldiers are down,
wow,
and so is Slimnish.
Nursey was just so far back, and AIM, I don't think she expected AIM to be like in her face instantly as soon as Swift's Uber ended, and AIM got a lot of damage to the point where she dropped another player in that Uber. So I mean, tiny bit of ad for Swift, but probably not enough to push off of.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to do with it here, because right now their players are pretty beat up. And this mid to 2 is pretty hard to push if the other team has got it really locked down tight. And it looks like they're just going to suspect that it is and leave it be for now, wait for the Ubers. We'll see. There's no mention of what that pause was for other than tack. So maybe
I think it's a tack pause, yeah. I think yeah, probably serious, you know. It has to be serious. We're working with Swift and A here. No memes.
Yeah, zero memes whatsoever. Wow, really
Speaking
nice
of
stuff from
memes,
Lab right on. Wow, that was cool. If you're a budding roamer, you can practice doing that. That was really nice.
That's Latz's specialty. He's a T6 jumper. He knows how to hit those. But Patty, a b-ball player, gonna get bullied out back to his own second floor. Not gonna be able to fire anything with his bomb. Wait, Patty going back in after. Wait, no, some just died. So this could be good for Swift here, Marxist. They're gonna be walking it into choke here. Badonsky not watching the left rather. Badonsky just now getting on a high five, missing a lot. Now just now getting the Uber popped off. But Bombo gonna 1v1 Patty on the flank and get the kill right now. This is gonna opt to repush for Swift right now through the garage. Probably just gonna take left yard for free or right. Yeah, they're going to go just take right yard. Bot mode died on the flank, went a little too deep there, but I don't think it matters. He pretty much did his role, but now Ascent looking to refight this Marxist.
Yeah, bot mode went for that long flank sandblast. He was on the point almost. Now we've got this weird reverse fight where most of Ascent is not on second, and Swift are trapped on the wrong side. And I think they're gonna wipe out here. Yeah. So that play actually dates back to Fully Torqued, if you remember them, where if you let the team into second, just leave second, and then re-push through the shutter door, and as long as you block the point in time, you've cut them off. And now they are trapped on your last, so you get an easy wipe. That's a positional wipe.
Pretty much, yeah. Just kind of like executed poorly. There was no stickies on the shutter from Yite, so Patty was just able to roll through the shutter for free, and there was also no pressure on Z, but Ascent running right up to Lunchbox here, the course of the Marmaluke train. Marmaluke is going to try and find bot mode with the rest of this Uber. Of course, it is going to finally finish him up. Laz is going to kill Patty, but I don't think it's enough anyway, Marxist. Health on the side of Swift is so bad right now. Laz is going to fall, and that's going to be around for Ascent.
Yeah, nice play there too. With in a match where last caps have been so difficult, they did a really good job actually getting on the point there and putting a lot of pressure on it, and just winning finally. And they left a scout behind.
But anyway, start of the third mid. This could be a good 3-0 from Ascent. They keep their mids up. Yike gonna finally keep it on track with Podolsky. He's usually been getting beaten, but Patty and Marmaloo rather taking a lot of positioning up top on the crates. Patty just waiting patiently. He's gonna get ready to bomb here. Nursey very, very low. And Laz, great cleanup from Laz. Gonna get right on to Nursey. But again, High Five is gonna fall on. Aim also killed himself. But Nursey is down right now. Yite putting them in a little corner. But Marmaloo's on Yite. He needs help. One of these scouts need to turn around and help Yite. But Bot Mode is in the back line killing Corsa. Yite is still alive, but he is gonna fall. Bot Mode probably gonna clean up Marmaloo here. Not a lot you can do. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Nice little mid from Bot Mode, taking a lot of positioning and pretty much destroying Corsa.
Yeah, and Yite ended up about as deep as you can get. He was on the other side of the mid there when he died. So that I like to see that when your grounded demo class is on the enemy side of mid. That means he's just walking around for free for a whole lot of the mid. There is now a Highlander team for Ascent. Patty is Spy hiding in Z, and we have a Sniper NG as well. Can't wait to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I think I lagged out a bit there, bomb dead. But I
Patty
came back.
gets the stab.
I came back to see a backstab, but Swift not going to be able to finish off edging this cap. I think Abe wants it. Abe wants the cap right now. He you can see it in his eyes. He wants the cap at this point, edging it ever so gently, but he doesn't know that Ascent course is coming right around the corner with the super probably. Marmaloo taking in some good damage, being forced to fall back.
Yeah, the killing both scouts pretty much wiped out any chance of capping that, just because the chance that they throw a Marmaloo Uber into you while you're edging the point is just too dangerous. So we'll see what's going to happen now, because I'm surprised we didn't see one of those two scouts come up on an off class or something. Just bring a heavy sandblast. I bet that'd have been good.
Judas is pretty good, but I don't know. A lot of Swift's last pushes have been like royally just terrible. Like either someone gets killed or they don't focus the same thing during the last push. But again, someone just needs to make a play. There's only around 6 minutes left in this first half, and Ascent's leading 2-0. So Swift needs to figure out something to do, whether it's edging this cap or taking an exchange on High Five, or just letting him run in and do like a lot of damage from Marmaloo. But other than that, it looks like Patty. I don't think anyone's trying to sack here from the center right now. Patty might be looking for a 1v1 on the flank with Slumnish. Marmaloo actually might die here. Yeah, Aim's gonna find a pick on the Marmaloo, kind of getting caught in there. That's a good time to push once High Five's gonna get.
Well, Patty drops out of drop down, and he's gonna trade out with Laz essentially. So Ascent are now the ones that are down. We'll probably see an Uber trade. Yeah, they're just gonna throw the scout in there. Quick meat shot onto Nursey, causes the force. We'll see if anybody... The danger here is, since Red's Uber is slightly better, do they approach too close? And that is the case. 2 more frags for Swift. They get that nice cutoff play from the High Five Pyro coming out of Z. And now they're looking to just keep going.
I mean, yeah, the Pyro's working right now, Marxist. Yite's just now going to try and stick to the point where the spawn door right now. Yite needs to ramp and get something loaded to stick something. There's nothing on point. Brown's just wanting to get burned a lot. High Five is torching all of a sudden. Oh my god. He's just burning everyone. They actually won that last push. The Pyro just got a 3K on last. That was crazy.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like crazy Pyro damage either that did it there. Just nobody shot at him, and he got to get right in everybody's face and burn him alive. They had plenty of opportunity to shoot at him. But here we go to another mid. Yite actually way fast this time, Sandblast.
There we go. Yite speeding up a little bit, slowly but surely. Podolsky taking a lot of damage so far. Hopefully Swift can capitalize on this right now. Well, the Bombers now from Ascent, getting onto the catwalk. Zillion Lad is going to fall, but Aim is going to find Badonsky. Botmo's going to find Patty as well. Huge numbers right now for Swift right now. Just Corsa and Slimish left on the map. If you want two players alive from Ascent to clutch something out, it's these two players. But High Five is going to try and win this one versus Corsa. 2 HP just now going to fall, and Slimish going to run away. They didn't have the health on and try to win that fight. This could be, this could turn into something more just like a tied game.
Yeah. Well, we did see some golden caps. But yeah, that mid was purely a symptom of if you're gonna end up in that choke area around your health pack, if you end up bottling yourself up there, you're probably gonna wipe. If you count to 2 and you haven't moved from out behind of those crates, and there are enemy players on the point, you need to get out. Because pretty soon they're gonna jump over those crates and kill you. And that's exactly what happened to Ascent.
Yeah, man, 100% I agree with you. And, I mean, Ascent had a really good start to the mid with both their soldiers taking the cowl, but they both dropped down. And then Aim was just able to, like, shoot one rocket and do, like, 100 damage to both of them. And then High Five and bot mode just, ate your meal and moved on with the rest of the map. But 2-1, this is a pretty close game. Aim, Laz gonna fall, so Aim, a little low. Looked like he was trying to get in and spam with his boy Laz. But Ascent looking to try to put a lot of pressure right now through choke. Patty actually in behind right now. I don't know if they know. It looks like they know. Yeah, bot mode knows. He's going to go back around and finish Patty. Yite is going to fall. That's a terrible, terrible drop from Zilly to drop Yite there right now. Bot mode needs to try and stay alive right now. This is great from the flank right now from Swift cleaning up Patty very easily. Now they're going to be able to just collapse onto the rest of the Swift or Ascent. That was awesome from bot mode, and Laz there with that coordination. They had the 2v1 Patty, then instantly go back into the fight and help secure the last bit of frags.
Yep, Soldier Scout make for a good pairing there when they're a 1-2 punch. And that's pretty much all that happened there is they just focused together. Badonsky ended up getting cut off when they aggressed. Badonsky got kind of stuck in no man's land. And once Badonsky was down, as well as all the damage Laz and company did, it was over. And so now, even Ubers, we do have a Slimnish NG. He's setting up behind the concrete barrier here on the back left of the mid, or right if you're from Swift's perspective. So we'll see. I imagine he will have time to build that to a full-grown 7th player of tier 3 variety. So, whoa, he's moving it. Oh, he's going to put it by the new pill bottles and ammo.
Laz gonna try and come in. Hits a pretty okay rocket on inertia there. Ooh, marvelous! Nice little mid-air, nice little midi right there. That was pretty sick, not gonna lie. Directs him and just pops him up in like a little, just pops him up a tad and just takes him right out. But around a minute and a half left, Marxist. Swift needs to figure something out here.
Yep. Well, and I do like too out of Patty. The counter sack not as controversial as it used to be. But Patty's counter sack, like as soon as Laz went in there, Patty was already on his way into 2, and it resulted in a Swift not really being ready for it. Usually there's like a couple seconds at least of delay, because Laz is going to be calming when he goes in.
So I think I think I might be a little wrong about the times. I think there's a little bit more time with in this match than I actually think there is. But bot mode just spawned on snipers, so try to get a dog peek in there. High Five gonna fall as well. That may just spin the nail in the coffin for the rest of this round here. Marxist Ascent looking to march away here. Pudis in the combo and all. But they might just be turtling last because they know it's not worth the push out of last here. Oh, they're gonna take a quick exchange.
Yeah, they're gonna try to knock out this gun here or do anything at all. So far, they have only killed a dispenser. A very important pick, I would say, but Aim is going to go down. The defense is too strong. They're trying to get Yike to kill this gun. Finally, Laz does from above in the window, but Laz and High Five are going to fall. Yike gets some meaningless frags, and that will end that. So, really, a super close game, but for Swift, I mean, that last hold there, Sandblast, I don't misinterpret what I'm saying. That one doesn't count. But if their last pushes were cleaner, this would be a 2-2, or maybe 2-1-4.
Easily.
So that's what they really need to work on, in my opinion.
Oh, 100%, yeah. or Swift's last pushes have been kind of just like bad. They need to figure out how to fix them. But looking at the stats here, Marks, let me pull them up real quick. So with 2-1, your like most noticeable player. Honestly, a lot of these players doing even. The scouts are edging out a little bit more on the side of Ascent. Aim though looks like in my eyes is the player to look at on Swift. 20 frags, 16 deaths. High five and bot mode both have 18 kills, 14 deaths, 20 deaths. The scouts from Ascent are doing the most right now for their team. Corsa putting up a whopping 28-1, trying to do the most for his team right now. Bronski 10-10, 200 DDM, kind of falling behind a little bit on Yai, but again, this is a pretty even match. Besides the scouts from Ascent.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing teams that are separated by about 2,000 damage. The winning team Ascent having the most, but their frags are pretty heavily weighted. I would say over 2,000 damage worth of frags have been accomplished there. So that kind of shows how the Swift's bad last pushes, lots of deaths. But yeah, and even if you look at the meds, Zilly and Nursey only separated by 1 death. Nursey does have 2 frags, so that's another feather in the Nursey cap for how good Nursey is with the crossbow. But yeah, for the most part, everybody else is more or less on par here.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, the stats are literally very, very equal. And it's mainly, like, I guarantee that extra 2,000 damage that Ascent has is mainly coming out of Slumnish and Corsa right now. Or maybe some Patty bombs. Patty's probably doing a good chunk of damage, but hopefully we're going live here. A lot of the players from both teams just readied up. I don't know who we're waiting on. Hopefully it starts soon, Marxist, because of the delays we had earlier. But what do you think this is going to end at? Do you think we might see another golden cap, or do you think Ascent's going to, with the Marmaloo pocket, they were just practicing with it. Now they're well oiled. They had the Marmaloo pocket, and they have Corsa and Slumnish back when they didn't have them at land. So now they're just getting back into gear.
Well, yeah, and you never know what that deal is with the Marmaloo to Patty switch. It may just be for this map too, because generally this is a map of the only map in the rotation where there's a very real possibility that your roamer may end up out DPMing your pocket. It is possible to do on this one and only map. But we're back. It's live. They're coming to mid. Take us away, Sandblast.
All right, so again, Badowski and Guy just now getting around there at the same time. No real position from either team just yet. Both scouts from Ascent are waiting for the right time to strike. Patty high in the sky, just surveying the area right now. Marmaloo and Patty are getting ready to bomb right now. Looks like Patty just trying to get a buff for Wilson real quick. But again, not a lot of positioning still from the soldiers from Ascent. Marmaloo looking to counter from Black, and Lad's gonna fall to Marmaloo. Bottom gonna find this pretty quick, and gonna find Marmaloo. Yite very low as well. Zilly and Yite are in a pretty bad spot right now. Zilly getting down, great serve from Zilly. Oh, and they're gonna arrow Patty. Oh, Patty got so outplayed there. That was insane. Wow, Zilly was on like 40 health. Surfed a rocket from Patty, then just 180 arrowed that man. That was pretty sick, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that'll probably go in a medic frag video at some point. For Zilly's sake, may they get another frag this round. But they are now full Uber advantage, so hopefully they talked about those last pushes because it's coming right now. It is going to be a thing that they have to deal with this very instant. Over on the other side, Corsa, Sniper, Slumnish, Heavy, and Patty Pyro. So the Highlander defense is in effect.
So a lot of things, they didn't really scout on this last again, but they haven't guided on the Uber this time. They haven't found this, they have no sentry now, no point time yet. Bot mode just getting so much cap time. It's really very weak. A lot of frags are in the way. And Pokemon's are going assault. Now Zilly's gonna get assault, but it doesn't matter. And bot mode's gonna fall. It's all up to bot mode. Looking to try and make a play here. No way! No way! Bot mode just walks into the other shooter and just caps the points. Literally just walks past the entire team and just straight up just caps.
Well, I haven't seen a cap that dumb since the Rocket Room still existed. Sometimes you get people hiding in the back corners, but that one was great. Just went in a little circle there, and grabbed it. I was about to criticize him, but hey, whatever. A dub's a dub.
I mean, after that, I would know how Patty would react to that, and I can tell that's going to leave a bad taste in his mouth, especially tying up the game here, Marxist. Oh, is that a pause, or am I lagging?
Yeah, it is a tactical pause, probably.
Ooh.
Let's see here, because SVIFT, what do we got going at this mid? Now, they did not pause here. They paused 2 minutes in the future. So we have a Laz bomb. It's a huge double bomb. He's going to see the planet right now. And he's mainly going to just see 3 real juicy targets protected by 2 scouts. AIM is looking at Garage. Patty and AIM are fighting each other. So that's a pretty classic strat there between those 2 soldiers playing itself out after 7 years of this map. And let's see, what else? Well, and SVIFT are ready to run across the point, I think, with the
So what I see, I don't know if you noticed, oh, Laz in the skybox, as I was saying, right onto the head of Mercy, gonna fall instantly. But as Slumber's of course gonna find kills, Bottle gonna high five, instantly trading them back right now. Zillion's gonna fall, but I don't think it matters because Ascent is all scattered right now. They just need to kill Gdanski and worry about Corsa running in from behind right now. This is again, this is in Corsa's hands right now. Gonna do some good damage on AIM, caught in on their side. High five, gonna Corsa not fast enough. Gonna lose the 1v1 to high five. AIM didn't even touch Corsa. High five almost kind of styled on a high five there. But good on Kyle for winning that fight.
Yeah, I was really scared when AIM dropped down there that maybe he had just given it away, because if you frag AIM there, the problem becomes, even if SVIFT win the end up the last standing, this refight is going to happen, and they would have been one down for that. Eventually, they're going to bring the spam. They will hold this. The Ubers are more or less even right now, so we'll see what they're going to do. But SVIFT now with a lot of momentum, a quick round win, and then another mid win right off the back. That always makes you feel good.
Yeah, I mean, Ascent holding their second right now. Even Ubers, I mean, SVIFT right now has they're in the lead right now. Just not light at that time, but again, even Ubers from both teams tied game, and it's on SVIFT to push right now. So not a lot of situations in high level T2, especially from the top 2 teams being Ascent and Froyotech. There's not a lot of Ascent being on the back foot. That doesn't really happen too often from Ascent unless they're playing against Froyotech. So it's cool to see SVIFT, especially on a map like Grain that I know it's Ascent's pretty good at. They're going to mess up a little, but Laz going in, not really going to get anything at all. Just going to get some good damage on Gdanski, but other than that, Marxist, we might have an upset brewing here.
It definitely could be in the works here. They were so close all weekend at LAN, so that's something that's within the realm of possibility. Slumdish will die in a sticky trap. A bomb does come in from Patty, does pretty good damage to a lot of SVIFT, but the damage is already done to Ascent. They can't exploit that damage anymore, and the counter push looks to be trying to come here. Don't slow down, guys. Keep going. They're gonna pop their Uber. You can't stay in that room, or bad things will happen.
Laz has really good positioning right now. That's what I like to see from roamers on this map, man. Oh, wait, did Laz? Oh, I don't think Laz hit that air shot, but not a lot of. Ooh, I think there's another pause.
Yep.
Okay. So Laz had really good positioning there. Slumdish tried running away to get behind because he knew he was caught in. And Laz is just waiting there, standing in there choke. That's what I love to see from roamers on this map, covering all exits. He doesn't have to be in the fight. All he has to do is be ready to collapse, and that's exactly what Laz ready there. Granted, he went a tad too early because Patty was still Ubered there, but he was able to get a lot of damage and take the attention off his team because Patty had to shoot Laz to save himself instead of Laz. So, I mean, being able to know what Ascent's going to try and do.
Yep, and they have great picks right now. All that we've really got hanging around in second here is 2 scouts and a soldier, which is normally pretty good, but with this wide opening here, it gives SVIFT a lot of push power because they've got a demo and a soldier and a scout and a med all on one side and 2 more to spare. So I think we're going to see a pretty easy second here. Will we see the Ascent hold on last, though? It basically it comes down now to can Ascent put down, well, can Patty put down enough spam to delay this so they can get their spawns and kind of have a play out there? Or do they just give it up? Nope, nobody dies.
I mean, Marmalou and Bodansky are literally on the cusp of respawning right now, so it's very possible that, they're going to be allowed to hold this. But looking at Swift's position, their health is kind of bad. They don't want to put Zilly in a situation where he can die at 15 HP or 30 HP. So I feel like, and we're live right now. So both teams are trying to, Swift is looking just to walk into second here. Going to get a little bit of pressure. Ascent looking to try and contest a little bit, but they're just going to fall back.
No, they're in.
Yeah, I restarted my game actually, to get the delay away. And this is gonna be almost a full life when the boys on the set. Nursey gonna get a salt. Gonna get the. Ooh, that could have been bad. Nursey got the salt at the last second, but a 3-2 game with Swift leading.
Yeah, it was like I said there, Sandblast. When Patty died on second, it was over. We're pushing last. It doesn't matter that it was a trade there. You had a player to give. So. And Ascent basically fell into the trap. They just overcommitted against too many players, and now they're losing.
I mean, yeah, with a pretty strong mid showing from Swift recently, so I'm just gonna find bot mode pretty quickly. Aim and Slimnish just popping off this mid, literally just destroying everyone in his path. Patty gonna find Laz, but again, as long as Swift can play this smart, just play it slow, they have a round advantage. Ascent is on the back foot right now at all times. They need to be careful with how they play this because they mess up one time that could easily be a round for Swift, especially with how they're playing right now.
Yeah, and Zilly actually under a tremendous amount of threat, but Donsky and Aim are going to trade out. I don't know what's going on here, really. They're trying to cap second. There was an attempted flank from Patty. It didn't happen. That was basically saving grace there for Swift, but Ascent are still balled up. They look ready to move. They do have a little bit of player advantage right now, but it doesn't look like they're going to take advantage of it. And High Five's going to start building that 7th player.
Oh, we might see a classic Granary last hold for the next 10 minutes here. Corsa and Patty's looking to try and break a little bit into the stalemate, but Patty gonna scout off the off classes. He knows where the gun is, so that's good. So when he sacks again, he knows where to not, send his life. But it's in a pretty difficult spot to to shoot that gun without getting killed, and also sack for the medic, because Zilly can just run to that sentry. Remember, he can just kite to that gun, and he's completely safe. Any bomber gets aimbotted, but there's nothing they can do.
Yeah, it is rough. You have a player that cannot miss in the 7th player, and it'll be interesting to see how they handle it. If you're really cheeky, you can put a scout close. That way when the bomb comes, if you just put a couple scatter shots into that soldier, he'll launch into the sentry gun on his own.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we see some kind of, playmakers coming alive here. I'm looking at Patty and Corso, Slimnish, Laz, bot mode, Aim. Looking at some of the heavy hitters from each team to, make something happen. Because right now, there's only one off class from Swift, and it's the High Five NG. Patty seems a little reluctant to sack with that sentry gun, but High Five is going to relocate it to a different spot. But the gun actually isn't up right now. Wait, did you just mind game him?
I think they did. Move the gun a little closer to the wall.
No,
and it wasn't really doing anything when they came in because it was still assembling itself. And I don't know what they thought was gonna happen.
All right, I think what High Five was doing there, he built a dispenser and just moved it around the map to make it seem like he was moving his gun, so Patty would just sack. But really, the sentry gun was up, ready to shoot him. So it sounded like he was moving his dispenser. I don't know if he was doing that intentionally, but literally watching his movement, what he was doing, he was literally setting up the dispenser to make Patty jump into a gun.
Well, now they're trying to do this with a pyro here. The Patty pyro just kind of walking in, getting really far. Wow. Excellent early point pressure. The pyro is alive now, and we'll see how this fight boils out here. Marmaloo's gonna destroy Laz.
I
High
need to kill
five
Patty.
straight out with Slimness. They're trying to blow the stuff off the point. Boom! Big air shots go down over High Five. Some MGE going on. Come on, guys, get on the point or leave. There we go. So Marmaloo, the sacrificial lamb. The pyro push didn't work, Sandblast.
The big thing with the pyro on this map, I mean, you gotta look at like the landscape. There's just a lot of land you need to traverse with the pyro, and I mean like, Patty had to walk all the way over there. He couldn't even leave because he was getting sniped at. But I mean, both teams are spamming for a second right now. Ascent may have won the spam fight to hold second again. Actually, Slimness is going to fall, so this might prompt a repush. Patty could be in a position to die right now. Super low, but he just gets the hit and barely survives right now. And Swift going to just now get on the cap. And but the Uber is going to come out. Oh my gosh, this is such a crazy Uber, but they just get the Uber in time. High Five is going to fall. Marmaloo's going to go behind, but Aim wants to kill this man. Aim is going to... Aim's gonna spare Marmaloo for a little bit. Marmaloo just now gonna flank right now onto the guys over on Swift. Patty's gonna find a kill lane. Bot mode gonna trade him out for Marmaloo. Laz is very low though. Patty in on last, above him right now. Corsa just running on point, but there's a back half from Bot mode. That's gonna be it. Bot mode's gonna secure the back half and said has to go back. They do find Zilly, but I mean, honestly, it probably doesn't even matter that he got that back half because everyone on Swift probably just died anyway. So I think that's going to be the round because Laz is about to just die too. Unless M can just find a quick 2K, which they actually do find right now. Corsa and Nursey coming in hot right now. Yite and Aim right now. Yite, it's all on Yite and Aim right now to try and bully out Corsa. Aim gonna kill Nursey. Oh my gosh, they're actually doing this. Marmaloo in behind right now. He is gonna get spammed now. That was an insane hold from Swift. They had like a combined like 50 health, and Corsa was like 3 seconds too late to push off of his respawn, and it's gonna give Swift enough time to hold last.
Yeah, that was a pretty disturbing sight there, actually, Sandblast. Laz falls to the ground and has 15 health, and then a scout with a medic comes in at him. It was like, well, how are they ever gonna hold this? But big plays were made, and it is retained there. I really like what we saw out of Ascent there with their method for taking second, but they just couldn't finish the job there, and they let bot mode get a back cap. So we'll see. Slimnish already coming up on that sniper, it looks like. And that'll be... They're going to try to go with the old classic. I don't think we've really seen the sniper duel here at last yet. So we'll see what boils out.
I mean, like... I don't know. I don't know how much time's left with the point reset. There's probably around, like... I think there's around 17 minutes left in the game. And 8 minutes left in like the round timer. It was getting pretty low. I think it was around like 5 minutes on the round time before Botmode got that back hat. But again, we're back in the same situation. Even Ubers. Swift is probably, again, up around. It's all eyes on Ascent right now to make a move. Those third players need to come alive here. Patty, Marmaloo, the scouts. Pretty much everyone on this team is a star player. They all have the capability to make a crazy play. Of course, they're trying to edge it in, trying to see if we get a Misha. Oh, but Slim is just smoke spot mode, man. And Swift gonna have to fall back a little bit. They're respecting the Slender Sniper. He's just gonna wide peek it in. Gonna try and find on the kill on the high five who's on the engineer class. But Marmaloo gonna also fall. That's gonna be a two-man. Patty just gonna spawn in around 2 seconds. It might be up to Aim to try and take this exchange, but they might just hold last right now, knowing that Patty just spawned on again the Pyro class.
Oh, Laz though. Laz does try to go in for the counter sack, but goes from upper, gets body shot, pretty heavily charged, throws him back, and then dies to a roller or a direct. I couldn't see. I just saw the pipe fly through the door, in all honesty, and it killed him. So maybe a little bit too much of an obvious play there to go in straight, but Slimnish is peeking way in, and they are not off-classing their bot mode. So the Pyro is back out from Patty, everybody's favorite. Can a Pyro defeat a sentry gun? He can launch those rockets back.
I mean, again, it's Granary. The Pyro worked for Swift once. Play around it. They didn't really have like, a heavy or like any proper off classes to handle that. I mean, a heavy is really good against a Pyro. Kind of shred him, like pepper him from far away as well. But it looks like Ascent getting ready to take this push here. Slimnish, going for a god shot on the Tilly, but doesn't get it. That's crazy, but Patty gonna just die to the gun, man. But ooh, AIM trying to get in for a quick counter sack, but Podolsky has one unlocked. Marmalou gonna just get put into a wall, trying to kill the gun. Laz is gonna take him down. This is honestly great. I'm liking how Laz is playing this right now. Laz is playing this map very well. Gonna get right on to Podolsky, do so much damage. Slemnish gonna take a bunch of splash as well, and that's gonna be another stalemate again. I mean, unless Slemnish is gonna wide peek it, which he's inching to do here.
Yeah, he's gonna get bot mode. The soldier was right in his face. I thought if anybody died, it'd be him.
Ooh,
but they're getting the Uber's gonna come out now. This is gonna be
so
big and dangerous.
It's good as long as AIM can survive here. AIM might get caught in here, which yep, he's gonna get caught in, but the gun, AIM's gonna actually wow. The fact that AIM even got a trade with Marmalou is like huge, because if Marmalou lived there, that could have been a repush from Ascent 65. And plus the gun was so low. But AIM managed to just squeeze out another rock and hit a crazy nice direct on the Marmalous.
Yeah, pretty much saved the day by keeping calm. So we'll see Slemnish now trying to do some stuff here from up top. Working out of this window now. Oh, and he's going to be discovered in short order. Laz and also Bot Mode are in up here. Nice play to just jump on him. Yeah, they're going to get Marmalou, who was hanging around up there too. And now there's definitely a push coming, I think.
I mean, yeah, Patty is ready to try and stop the point with his life right now to try and get this exchange. Ascent wants to hold this. You can tell Swift is so passive. They're not getting any cap time. Yike needs to help AIM and just sticky this side so Podolsky can't just walk forward right now. And yeah, Swift's just gonna completely just disengage. I'm actually surprised they didn't just try to cap there.
Yeah, I think they decided it was too spooky for them. So I think the situation was probably with the respawns. They took a little while to get in there. It is a pretty nerve-wracking time because you don't know what's in J/the lunchbox. And if you can't see it, they did a really good job, did Ascent, of hiding how many players were actually in behind the point. Now they're just going to Uber straight through. They're sick of waiting. The Uber gets forced. Zilly actually gets extraordinarily low. And I think that's just going to be a trade.
Yeah, nothing really came out of that except for a repush from Ascent on the far left right now. The health on Swift not good. Laz low. Zilly low. I don't know how these players aren't healthy by now. But again, Bombo's going to find Colin Sun's Yike going to fall as well. No stickies on the point right now. Marmalou going to find AIM. And Ascent just barrels through their way here. And they're going to squeeze out the round. Just finally. I don't know how that's allowed to happen. Just running through a doorway, just dry fighting without having any healthy players is just questionable. But hey, Mark, surrounds around. If it works, it works.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of dry pushing this last as it is set up. Because as long as you can clear the way to the point, then you put them in a spot where they really have to commit to fights. And every player they lose puts them closer to the end. But here we go, tie game.
Yeah, so right now the mid developing, both the soldiers from Swift are high in the air. Yike gonna fall to Patty. Kulai's gonna find Corsa, but instantly gonna get traded out by Podolsky. Oh man, Zilly's gonna fall, Nursey gonna fall, and this might be salvageable from the boys over on Swift. High five, doing a lot of damage right now. And it's a 2v1, and Swift turns it around with bomb mode. The scouts right now from Swift just gonna turn up. High five gonna fall, but he took down two of them. He took down two.
Yep, and saves the day pretty much. It was good to quickly trade out those meds. That's sort of the fundamentals of how to fight mids in this game, is if your med goes down earlier than expected, then whatever player is closest to the enemy med really has to change their priorities in a hurry. And they end up with 2 left over and about 12 minutes left to play. So this may be the last significant round. We'll see. Both teams are around in the same Uber, and I don't think we did see a great dry push out of Ascent. I don't think Swift just got that in them right now.
Yeah, Swift is going to, again, just stalemate it out. Very slight ad on favor of Ascent, but not pushable at all. So, I mean, time is dwindling, around 10 minutes left on the game right now. So, again, Swift still has the aggression right now. They're still in the lead. They have the positioning on the map. As long as they can get a force out on Nursey and take second, you know, that's progress. As long as we can get Ascent to the last point and take a round towards the end of the match, you know, if this delays Marxist, Swift is able to sneak out around. Like this could be, this could be a pretty big upset, probably the biggest one of the season so far.
Yep. And I mean these two teams are super even. I make no mistakes about it. It's just at LAN and in previous settings, Ascent has typically won out in the end. So Swift, this rivalry is really developing between these two teams, as evidenced by the earlier shenanigans with the match scheduling. But we have two players in now, Slimnish and Patty, and the Uber drops in as well. They're going to lose Slimnish now the counter Uber comes out. It's finally over here for Ascent. But Nursey in major threat because there is a flanking aim.
That's a nail in the coffin right there, man. I'll be honest, I was alt-tabbed during that whole fight, but I tabbed.
And then you lost your mic, so
I lagged out, but we're back.
Yeah.
So
they're in right now. Wow, Slimnish just gets blown away.
That's it.
AIM. Wow. So I made this video once about playing Soldier, and I said never jump at a scout. AIM broke that rule, and they just totally took a dump all over Slimnish there.
In words of an AIM here, he's been saying it a lot, so I'm gonna say it because seeing this obviously be pretty cool. He's playing like it's his last meal here. He really wants to win this game. So Yite gonna try and get some good damage up top. Not really gonna hit much. Actually, Zilly just explodes on the mid, so they just all in for Nursery right now. That is just the worst way to start the mid, especially when you're up around right now. Nursey about to get flanked from bot mode though, and Yite bombing in right now, trying to hit one pipe but doesn't find it.
Yeah, and that's a convincing win there for Ascent. They are, and the conventional wisdom about this map is if you wipe the other team at mid and your med survives, you win the round. Unless Ascent have forgotten how to push last in the interim.
I mean, now we're in territories where teams don't push out of last in a situation like this. There's around 8 minutes left. Zilly has full distat. The sentry gun's out. The sniper's online. Ascent's pushing fast right. Course is running in hot, steamrolling into AIM. AIM's gonna jump away. Cap time trying to be put on the point right now. The sentry gun is on the point. No pressure on the gun at all. Patty's low. He's out of the fight. Ascent is running away. This could be big. Nursey's kind of caught him right now if they can get a soldier to the bottom, but I don't know if no one really wants to come right now. They're just gonna find Marmaloo. Patty, great play from AIM right there. And last, spamming up both the soldiers. Bronski also caught in. If he didn't kill Bronski, they can recap.
Yeah, he knew he had players at less than 10 health there, and Badonsky decided to stay on target for the Star Wars quote and ends up getting blown away. So now we see Swift full Uber advantage. They're bringing it back here. The round timer is longer than the time remaining, so it'll be interesting to see. I would go ahead and hazard the yard push, just because you can usually negotiate this into two separate Ubers, is yard and second, but it looks like they're content to just sit here on second and play it safe as the time ticks down on Ascent's typically winning record over Swift.
I mean, Patty's gonna fall trying to get a sack play, and I mean, again, in Swift's position, second point is very hard to take just by, walking in. There's not a lot of easy angles you can sack from on this map. You get spotted pretty easily if your flank, can just look at the door. So as long as Bombo can just keep his eyes peeled on that door, we're in good hands with Swift not getting, any, shenanigans happening to Zilly. So it looks like Ascent's gonna just try and wait it out a little bit, feel them out, see where they're holding. And we might see an off class from one of the players. Patty might resack here again, maybe spawn another class, or just stay soldier entirely.
Yeah, it was strange. Ascent had every single player on the right side. There was no pressure from the left at all. And I think it's actually baited Laz out of position here. Nobody knows that they're all up in Lunchbox, and the Uber comes in. But now the Force tries to get itself back in, and Ascent get ripped up pretty bad.
Yeah, man, Ascent has to do these kinds of things, even though, an A seem dumb for them just to try and make a play, but then around 5 minutes left, and they have to make a play. this is looking so convincing for Swift right now. There's traps above back or on backs no one saw. They're just gonna, now they're not gonna find anybody. But again, Swift is on mid, I think. This is getting worse and worse for Ascent here, Marxist. They're just, Swift is just kind of, they're playing amazing right now. This is literally how they looked like they were playing at LAN, and I don't know, maybe the LAN Ascent roster, showed more promise, but I don't know, Marxist. I'm a little surprised with how Ascent's performing right now, especially with their starters.
Yeah, with the guys you've been playing with forever. So, they had slight Uber head. You can't really use that for anything here. Now, this push, Uber v Uber, is really hard. If you're Swift, this is exactly where you want to be. And we will see no, they're going to try to do a double man sack, and it gets absolutely nothing. Laz somehow took damage. I think that's all from rocket jumping.
I mean, AIM and the soldiers, Laz just going to take that positioning. And this could be a second point. But again, Swift just standing still, standing tall. Just not letting anything, butcher their last push, except for the fact that Course is on Spy.
Yeah, and currently still back on second. Not really having much of an effect right now. Gonna have to risk going through these doors here. Ooh, avoid the spam, don't open the door. He's actually looking at the door to make sure he didn't open it. There you go. He's weaseling his way in here, but his watch has to recharge. And Corsa is so bad at Spy, says the STV.
Dingo's not satisfied with this spy. Play. He just backs up into him. No way. Corsa literally has. What was that? AIM? AIM literally had no idea. Just waddles backwards into my man Corsa and just gets called out. This is why Dingo called him out on it, man.
Yep, just doesn't have the nuance to play the Spy class.
I'm just lagging again.
And now we're in a situation where Ascent's got to do something, or they're losing this, because the time, we've had a couple minutes tick down here, so we're down to like 4 or 5 minutes left, probably less. Yeah, they have to go. Otherwise, there won't be enough time. I'm very confused as to why they took so many people into this Uber. That they're grouped up there. The fight is 1-for-1 right now. And now they're starting to lose their players. But Marmaloo's going to get the big pranks there. Medic battle in yard.
That's what Ascent just needed to bring themselves back into this game. Marmaloo single-handedly won that game. Won that for them. I don't care what anyone says. He just hit the craziest 180 flick onto I think bot mode and just destroyed bot mode, man. And that's exactly what Ascent needs with around 2 minutes left on the clock, Marxist. Do you think that Ascent with their last pushes can close this out?
Well, their last pushes have been better than Swift's. So, bot mode is in the forward spawn sniper with his, Robin Hood hat on. So, let's see. He's not peeking out yet. Here he goes. Oh, he gets the med. There you go. No more. No more for you, Ascent.
That's it. Ascent's done. There's no way in the world that Swift could possibly. I've said to me and you've cast it before, Marx. We've said this multiple times. There's no way you could mess this up. This is one of the best medics in the world. Mercy just walks into your sniper and dies, and you're holding your laugh to flood. There's no way you mess this up.
Yeah, and Nursey's got to go crits because there's not enough time. And you've got to now hope that Badonsky remembers how to aim his stickies with immaculate perfection and launch one in and just kill everybody. They may even try the soldier here because of the way the map is shaped.
I mean, if Badonsky gets off this crits or whoever takes this crits and they drop Zilly, I mean, I don't know, man. I honestly be out the server. I would have to take, a 10-minute break, realize how we just, lost that. But again, Slim just gonna fall. What the? Oh my God! No way! Marmaloo just walks in and just destroys the entire server. Just smokes everybody. The soldier crits. They actually messed it up. Swift dying, losing. They're actually gonna lose this round, and it's gonna go to a golden cap. Marmaloo just shot 3 rockets, 3 kills, dropping 0. There's just no way, like, Marlon just waddled in and just shot 3 rockets and won the round. 20 seconds left on the clock. Marlon just saved his team. One of the biggest playmakers on Ascent, coming through, making it happen. Oh man, I'm not lost for words, Marxist. That was insane.
First of all, great play from Nursey there to pull out the crits. And then great play on how they orchestrated that. Like, they made it look like we're gonna spam in and then do our solo Uber push. And then it looked like it was happening. There goes Marmaloo around the corner. And then whoop, crits, fire, and dead medic. Slow reaction time, tisk tisk to Zilly there. But that's one of those times I wish we had the old team comms thing going on. I wish we could go back in time and hear SVIFT's mumble when the electric gun appears in Marmaloo's hands.
I mean, I thought Badonsky was just about to take that crits, but I mean, honestly, they should be giving it to Marmaloo, man. I'm just amazed with how he's able to make that happen. But anyway, we can take a look at the stats now. Your highest fragger in the server, your boy Aim, at 43 kills, 30 deaths, 237 DDM. Gonna be leading his team to victory here by a pretty fair margin. Yite kind of lacking in the frag department along with Donsky. But I mean, again, there's been a lot of stalemates and kind of just teams not really pushing. So it makes sense that none of the demos are really like crazy fragging like some of the other soldiers on this map. But Corsa and Aim are battling it out. The two big combo players. Like, if you think of like a combo player on each team, I think of Aim for SVIFT and Corsa on Ascent. Those are like the 2 players you want to see in those Ubers making plays. But I might want to start seeing Marlo in these Ubers, man. Just walking in with that crits, just absolutely destroying the entire team of like SVIFT with 3 rockets. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a great spot for the soldier crits because all the walls are flat for the most part. The ground is flat. It's just the perfect place. And it worked out beautifully because Zilly didn't right click in time. And that's that. So this is the now 3rd golden cap between these 2 teams to be played out in the last week.
I mean, like, you can't just go to LAN, golden cap twice, think you're safe, you go back online and just as close as it was on LAN with Ascent's main roster. I mean, like, right now you have Corsa and Slumnish. Like, I mean, compared to their roster they brought to Rewind, in my opinion, this is a pretty big upgrade just because those 2 players share so much impact, like what they're doing this match. Like Corsa with 42 frags, Slumnish with 37 frags. They're performing out of their minds right now, and I don't know like what's going wrong, like just like B flash, but like both teams are playing exceptionally well. This game would have been over like if Ascent didn't get backcapped by bot mode through the shutter. But anyway,
yep,
we're not gonna talk about that.
Or if a right click could have occurred. But yeah, so we are live now. This is Golden Cap. The rules are we will play until there is a winner. There's no time limit.
Yeah, we're here all night. So anyway, Yite rolling out a little bit weak, only, actually fairly low on health. Almost died in Podonsky. That was a little scary for Yite. But again, this has to be a good mid from the boys over at SVIFT here. Yite very passive, just now getting bowled up from his team. Marmaloo looking to high bomb from the left side. You can tell he's waiting right now. There's a Laz in garage waiting for someone to run in this so we can get a free kill. Patty doing a bomb off the wall. Marmaloo doing a sick bomb. Also Patty, he's gonna fall. Bazillion's gonna fall to a sick pipe from Badonsky. Nursey playing so safe right now. Somebody's just gonna find Laz. Aim not gonna find Nursey. Corsa gonna find a frag. Bombo's gonna trade up with a high 5 behind on Nursey right now. This could be big. High 5 just popped off for his team. Yite even kills himself, and that's gonna be a full wipe. High 5 with a crazy flank.
Yeah, and the only spawner on the other end will be Marmaloo. So Marmaloo's gonna have to make that decision of, I wonder how much health High 5 had. And High 5's being careful. I don't think Marmaloo's gonna even try. Yeah, he thinks better of it. They're set up to hold last right now. It looks like maybe edging. Yeah, they're kind of peeling up into second. very cautiously looking into yard now. And they see Swift's actually not here at all. Now there's a fight.
Whoa, they're just walking in right now. Lad's gonna get a good rocket on a Patty. They need to cancel this push right now. No one else can die from the side of Swift. Little bit of a risky push that... I don't know what sparked that aggression from Swift right there. Even though they had like 25 ad, they kind of just walked in through like chokes and just kind of exploded there, kind of just giving Ascent like just free ground of like whatever they wanted to do. They literally just like walked in and just died instead of just getting Uber. You can't do that in a Golden Cat versus Ascent without you just give them full ad.
My theory is that a call went out that said they're not even here, and then people started walking through chokes and they all ate the same damage, and then tragedy occurred. The high five is set up for the... Oh no, he's not gonna do it. He was set up for the Mackie shutter door play, but the Uber comes in already, and Ascent are not gonna push to win it. But they did dry push this once before, and it worked out really good. So let's see... Well, no, they're just going to build Uber, take it easy. This is Golden Cap.
Yeah, I don't think any teams want to, like, waste an opportunity right now. Like, Ascent, I don't know, each team is just playing like that's their last match of sixes. Like, no one wants to mess up. They want perfect TFT right now. I don't know. Swift had that like in the bag. They're gonna exchange you or like pop on the point. They're gonna get nothing with it except for a pick on the Badonsky. Marmalu might fall to high five here, but again, a lot of frags actually coming out from the boys over at Swift here. But again, Nursey still has an Uber charge. Marmalu gonna back up from the flank right now. I mean, it worked, but again, you're just leapfrogging Ubers, and as long as Nursey can milk this Uber, this could be a roll to last.
Yeah, this is dangerous, and Ascent are set up for a trick play. Everybody is just standing in choke, but Swift does not come. I think they expected that Swift would probe out to try to force their Uber, which would have been the smart play, but now Yike's just going to die in the back, but he does do quite a bit of damage, and they're just going to flee from this Uber now. Well, last it's going to go down to Marmalu, and now Ascent might be able to do their dry push thing here.
This is a little scary if I'm on Swift right now. I mean, your demo is not up for 2 and your roamer is not up for 10, but the Uber just now gets popped off. Phenomenal picks, but Donsky's in the skybox. Sick rocket from aim, and that's gonna be it. Laz is gonna be up. Patty in position though, ready to try and flank for last here. He's hiding up top right now, but he's gonna be meted by Laz, and Yike just dets on him and kills him. This is going to be a pretty significant push from Swift coming out here. They could probably take this all the way towards mid right now. Ascent is going all the way back to their garage, and Swift is just now getting into yard. They're actually going to sit on yard as well. Even though Ascent had some Uber, they were giving up some positioning, but Swift is playing it extremely safe and smart right now, which is good, because you can tell they don't want to make one mistake that could cost them this match.
Well, yeah, and every time this leapfrog occurs, Swift's disadvantage is shrinking. So they're actually going to get Uber here, and we'll see if Ascent thinks that they've still got Uber. Yeah, Nursey is pulling in here, and they're going to get blocked by an Uber here. I don't know if they expect that or not.
Ascent really doesn't do this push that much, Marxist, but again, Yike's going to fall, high five's going to fall. Bombo's gonna kill Sunders. That's the only saving grace right now from the boys over on Ascent. Aim's gonna do a lot of damage. They're gonna pop off the Uber. Patty coming in from top right now, so they need to be careful. Zilly could get cut off here. Patty gonna get in position to try and flank from top right now. Ooh, he could have had a crazy nice bomb, but he backed up. Marmalu just not getting on top, and again, could be another stalemate. Yike is gonna, or Nursey gonna fall as well. And again, Bombo's gonna find the kill on the Patty, but of course gonna trade him out in favor of Laz falling. But again, this is gonna be a big ad from the boys on Swift here. It's gonna be around a 50 ad.
Yeah, and this is gonna put them back right where they started with the leapfrogging, where they started out with Uber advantage. So here we go. They're going to have about 60%, and that'll be enough to leapfrog over mid now. And we'll see. Will there be crazy plays? We got demo. We got 2 scouts on the shed. That's why I like to... I prefer to go out of Z. That shed can just be killer.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, here we go. And there's a soldier bombing in. Gonna get onto Silly. Get lots of damage. Gonna survive it, though. And grab that health pack. And now there's going to be another Uber out here. And the problem is you don't have Patty to sack for it anymore. You're gonna have to give somebody else up, or nobody at all.
Yeah, Patty getting caught in there. Like I see, ooh, a big force of Marvel, so he salvages it. But again, a lot of roamers I've been seeing have been getting caught out this match before they can make a play for their sack. But anyway, Swift is gonna catch off this midpoint. They're just about to cap it. Ascent barreling in, not gonna get the cap right now. Bombo gets it. He's gonna get into a 1v1 summons. If he wins this, he could go to second, but he is gonna fall down right now. Two summons, but Otzi gonna find aim as well. This is probably gonna be a second recap from Ascent here.
Ascent moved with a purpose there to try to block that. Unfortunately for them, didn't grab it, just milliseconds basically. And they're now pushing hard into left yard, trying to catch out Laz like they did way earlier in the game. And they're committed. They're going all the way in here. And Laz is going to slow them down. He's backed up enough in time. So, good to see that. Players learned from their mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, Laz is, get really good at, not getting caught out as much as he was towards the start of this game, because there was a lot of points in this match where Laz was, getting absolutely just, dismantled by some of the flank players on Ascent, but he's playing a lot more passing, a lot more conservative, able to watch the flank while still doing a lot of damage and making big plays. But again, even Ubers right now, Ascent has the front foot right now, so it really just depends. Ascent is looking to inch their way towards lunchboxing. Nurseube has the heels to the left right now.
Yeah, these times can be dangerous because there's not a lot spotting over here. And basically Ascent has just taken over Lunchbox with nobody stopping them.
And again, Marxist, no time limit. So like I said, we could be here all night casting this match on Granary versus two top teams.
A never-ending fight. Now they're going in for the Uber. So Laz is going to get Sunnish over on the flank. There are players all in behind them. I think I even heard a sniper go down. Yeah, that's bot mode. He had switched out to sniper, and they're going to clean this up very easily.
Ooh.
I don't really get what Ascent's plan is with this. That's the second time they've done it, and it's the second time they've wiped out on it. Where they feed players in behind and then solo Uber in.
I don't know how I feel about this Marxist, man. I mean, I know I'm not knocking the bot mode sniper. It's just the situation you're in right now. Granted, they own mid now, but it's like, I guess a sniper could instantly turn the tides of this match in favor of the boys over on Swift, but I don't know, it just seems so risky to run right now. If a team feels confident to just run at your sniper and kill him, you're just down a guy. But I don't know, we'll see if bot mode can end up making a shot happen. They're probably just never going to sack anymore since bot mode's already on sniper.
Yeah, I think that was his thought process there, was you try to get the snipe on the Uber, and then just go ahead and stay sniper because the walk is long, and you're going to kind of need one anyways here. We have not seen the mid sniper. The mid sniper here is not that good.
Yeah, especially right now where he's kind of just going to get killed by Marmaloo, like what I was nervous about, because I didn't want him to just die there, and now Sense could just resack and have a chance to kill Zilly, but I don't know. Looks like Swift is going to just take an Uber right in. They're going to pop on the Yite right now. A lot of positioning from Swift still right now. Marmaloo, the only player caught in right now. He's going to fall behind probably. High Five going to kill Podonsky. They need to kill Marmaloo on mid right now. The soldiers need to be handled with. They need to help the comm right now. Zilly in a corner trying to heal High Five, but he isn't going to be able to do it in time. Aim waiting for a bow, drastically going to just go to the health kit. High Five's going to fall. Ascent is also going to lose Slender's as well. They're going to hold this midpoint marks as they're going to chase Corsa through the choke right now. Corsa's going to fall. That's a huge pick from bot mode. Now that he's on scout, we can get a lot more impression. Nursing not going to fall on Z here. This should be the round, Marxist.
Yeah, it's all on Podonsky with like 1,600 health now. And he's getting ran at by a scout, and they're going to take him down. That's bot mode. Pressing W, doing what he does best. And now AIM is going to come in, but it's going to be stopped by the heavy. Got to hide behind the wall to try not to die to it. And all the spawns come. If they're smart, they're going to back out here. They just use your Uber. Yite being dead is going to be painful because Zilly doesn't have Uber yet. They could try to pressure this.
I don't know, man. I mean, Yite's gonna spawn right before the Uber. This is a 60 ad push. I've said it before, and I'm scared to say it again. They've messed up a lot of their last pushes, but this is the one that needs to count right now. This is the last push that Swift needs to make probably the biggest upset in Season 27 now. Here comes the Uber on the left side. High Five gonna take it right into Patty. Patty's gonna fall. That's a huge play from High Five. Bomber goes into find Slumdish. They're gonna also Mercy's so close to get 20% off of it. They're in so much cap time. That's gonna be it. And Swift just did it. They upset Ascent 5-4 and around a 10-minute golden cap, and Ascent just loses the game just like that. That's insane performance from the boys over on Swift right now. But again, you gotta thank bot mode, because again, we wouldn't be seeing this golden cap if he didn't get that back cap through the shutter in the first half of the game.
Wow. Yeah, and that will end your match 5-4. So the score in years in the future, people are gonna look at this 5-4 and go, "Wow, I bet that was a close match." And then they'll see that it's the third golden cap that these two teams have had basically in a row. So super evenly matched, and you can tell it's contentious between these two because of the arguing that went on before the match even started. And the fact that the match was the only one that was delayed, it looks like, for all of Invite. But I don't know if you got the stats open here, Sandblast, but I'll give out the awards here if you want. We got the King Fragger is AIM at 50 and 33. That's a golden cap game. Your top damager for the night, it appears to also be AIM. So Granary Soldier Map, not surprising, but great performance out of him, just judging off of the stats. He also had 5 med picks along with bot mode, and that accounts for half of Nurse's deaths, are just 2 players.
I mean, it was looking scary towards the end for like Ascent, but I really thought like that crits was honestly probably going to be it for Ascent to be, or it for Swift rather, because they were going to golden cap and giving Ascent that, they're a little bit more experienced, a little bit more well-rounded than some of the players, but honestly, with how Swift was playing, they showed a lot of dominance throughout the game with some of their pushes. Like, granted, their last pushes were a little questionable, but AIM really tied together. AIM popped off. AIM really played out of his mind tonight. He had a lot of great plays, crucial picks, dropping 50 kills, bot mode going 47 and 30. You can't really ask for more from your pocket on Granary, man. He took a lot of heals, but AIM dropping 50 frags against Ascent. It was a great match. Everyone played amazing tonight. But that crits play from Marmalu, man, that was probably one of the more upsetting things I've seen from Swift. Because you always got to root for the upset team. Now, usually people think Ascent will just beat whatever team they're facing. That doesn't happen to be Froyo. It's been a trend, but I don't know. Swift with a pretty clean upset. Again, that back cap from bot mode, that's gonna probably leave a sour taste in Ascent's mouth.
Yep, and just to see how this plays out here, I think ESEA's updating is screwy right now. No, they've still. I was gonna bring up how it affects the records, but it doesn't appear to right now because SVIFT has 3 games that are scheduled to be played within the next several days because of the delay due to the LAN, and Ascent has not, so we can't compare yet what that may have done to seeding and what it may do to other teams in Invite who are looking to go on the bubble that SVIFT is gonna have an extra W on their belts.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good match for Swift to win. I mean, even though they were probably already guaranteed 4th seed anyway, or 3rd seed, they pretty much just solidified even more, especially with a very nice win there. So congrats to the boys over at Swift. They played tonight, so glad that they were able to pull through even after that drop from Zilly with the crits play from Marmalu. I'm very, very satisfied with how they played today. They did extremely well.
Yeah, what a great game. So, and if you want to see how Granary is played today, I'm pretty sure that match will walk you through it. So,
yep.
if you're an open player and you're like, oh no, Granary playoffs, what do we do? Just go back and watch this match.
Download it now before it expires. Well, other than that, Marxist. Oh, let's go play Fortnite, by the way. But yeah, I mean, other than that, that was a pretty crazy match from the boys over at Swift. Maybe they should bring in the rewind lineup maybe that's a change that'll win against Swift, but I'm just barely squeaking out a win. But I don't know about you, how you're gonna spend the rest of your night, Marcus. I'm gonna go play some Fortnite Season 3. Gotta get the new items. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the night.
Yep. So, well, for myself, Azazel and Sandblast, great casting tonight. Awesome game. And we will see you again this week. Probably 2 or 3 times, maybe even. So until then.
Also, shout out to Azazel.